How's it going, everyone? My name is Draco Malfoy 394, and today it's gonna be something a little bit different. I know. If you watched my channel before, you're used to me playing video games and typically sucking at them and just being horrible in general. But today, we're gonna be reading some fuckmylife.com posts. This website was really popular in the late 2000s, early 2010s. So I'm saying from 2008-ish until 2013. It was pretty popular. Everybody loved fuckmylife.com. Everybody went on it and all that. So we're going to be reading a couple of posts here. Just a few, not too terribly. Holy fuck, there are a lot of these. A lot of people have really shitty lives. Okay. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this. Gordon Ramsay is furious. Today my mother decided to cook dinner for us and used rice that she had in her cupboard. While helping out, I stirred the dish and noticed black flecks. Flecks? Okay. Turns out they were rice weevils. She tried to convince me it was burnt garlic and served it to the rest of the family. Fuck my life. That's not really a fuck my life though. Okay, so instead of doing the ones that are on the front page, we're gonna do the funniest fuck my lives of the day. First up, touching story. Today, I was half asleep when my cat came over to cuddle. I was petting her in the dark when I felt what I thought was a patch of matted fur under her neck, as if she'd been injured and bleeding. Alarmed, I felt for that spot again and found myself holding her tail. What I'd felt was, in fact, my cat's anus. Fuck my life. Yeah, I'm not clicking on any of these because obviously I'm not logged in. I don't remember my login for this website. It was fucking years ago the last time I even fucking thought about going on here. Alexa, play Ironic by Alanis Morissette. Today I got mugged. For an actual mug. Fuck my life. That's not really that bad of a fuck my life. That's just kind of funny. On your bike. Today I replaced the fog lights on my car and completely filled my gas tank. $50+ later, the transmission decided it wanted to go out. Fuck my life. Oh, fuck. That's gotta suck. I mean, I can't completely relate, but I do have, well, on my car there are fog lights, and I know how bad it can be to just fill your gas tank and then something else goes wrong. Because, okay, story time. I have a 2001 Chrysler Sebring LXI convertible. So I was just driving around with my grandma because she wanted to go for a ride in the convertible in the drop top. So, I said, fuck it, why not? Let's go. So we're driving around. I had just filled up the tank completely, all the way up, full to the top. And what happens? But the brakes fucking go up. One of the brakes started making this awful, horrible metal on metal squealing sound. And I was like, okay, maybe the tire went flat because I had a slow leak in one of my tires. So I was like, maybe one of the tires went out and I just have to drive home on a flat because I didn't have a spare. So I get home. I'm looking at the tire. No, everything's good. Nothing's bad. Tires are fine. All of them are fine. All of them have 30+ PSI. Then I looked at the brakes. The rear right brake had no brake pad on it. Absolutely no brakes. No brake pad. Nothing. Still had brakes. It was still going. But scratched my rotor all to hell. Whole thing done. Had to get a new rotor. Had to get new pads. Also need new calipers still. But yeah, so I could relate to that one a little bit. That is fucked. Also, another thing, way back, a long time ago, this had to be 5, 6, 7 years ago the very least. Living in Southern Illinois, my grandma had an older I think it was a Dodge Caravan or a Dodge Grand Caravan. I'm not sure. But okay, so it was running fine. Everything was doing good. Or was it her Dodge? No, it wasn't her Dodge. It was a 2002, I believe, Chrysler Town and Country minivan. Everything was doing really fantastic with this van. It was like a really good van. It's phenomenal, fantastic. Ran so smoothly, and it would get up there in speed. The little V6 that was in it, it could get up there. So driving along, and transmission goes up. Whole transmission. It literally would not go past first gear. It would not get up to any higher than 25 miles an hour. Also, if you tried putting it in reverse, car stalled, died out, couldn't go in reverse. You had to push it to back up. Needless to say, never used that van again. Got a couple $100 for it, she did, and fucking got a new car. And then after we got a new car, that car's transmission decided to blow out. That was my little beast. Back when I was 16. Didn't even have my license yet, for reasons that I'm not going to get into. But it was a 1992 Buick Regal Custom with a V6 motor, naturally aspirated, no radio, no air conditioning, no heater, really shitty crank down windows that were like fucking almost seized up and locked because they were nearly impossible to get down. No power steering. The brakes were, well, they made the car stop eventually. Shitty car, $250. It might as well have been a junker, but it was what it was. It was the first car that was ever, well, that I would ever have considered mine. Is I was the only one that could really drive it. My grandma couldn't drive it without the power steering. So, oh yeah, another thing with that car, it had a tendency to just die going 60 mile an hour down a highway. It would just die. So you'd have to slip it into neutral and start it back up. But anyway, yeah, so that being said, I can relate to this post. I really, really can. It's fucking awful. Whoever you are, anonymous, I am so sorry for you, dude. I know how you fucking feel. So I'm not signed in again, so I can't do that. Anyway, let's get back into the posts. By Polly89. Bullshit quack chiropractor on the loose. Today I told my family how my wrist has been hurting for almost a week. My aunt's chiropractor boyfriend then decided he could help by suddenly pulling my hand as hard as he could. Not only did my wrist pop and cause me more pain, but my shoulder got dislocated. Fuck my life. Well, hold on. How did he suddenly pull your hand without you realizing it? You had to have let him do that. So, I mean, I kind of want to say you kind of deserved that, Polly. Sorry, but I mean, unless he just did it with no warning and he didn't tell you or anything and he just like grabbed your hand and fucking yanked, that I could understand. Then yeah, your life does suck. But if you let him do it intentionally, yeah, you kind of deserved it. Sorry. This is America. Oh dear. Okay. Today, it will be the third time since moving to this area that I will have to call out of work because of gunshots heard nearby. Police looking for someone and advising us to stay indoors. Fuck my life. Where in America is this? Actually, I know several places fairly close to me that could be. Fundies say the darndest thing. Okay. Today my husband told me he doesn't really love me. Oh, damn. He only married me because we had a daughter and his grandmother told him he had to so she wouldn't be an abomination to God. Oh dear. Well, wait, first of all, how long have you been married? Is that's a contributing factor as well. I mean, I'm not gonna say that. I mean, that's still fucking awful. Today, my boyfriend and I tried to have sex. Foreplay was amazing, but as soon as he started to get it in, he lost his erection because he was too nervous. Fucking F's in the chat for that dude. My dude just fucking lost his fucking wood because he was nervous with his fucking girl. F's in the chat for that dude, and F's in the chat for her too. Cause I mean, fuck, that's gotta suck for her. Let's see. Seize the means of production by Anonymous. Okay. Today there was a gas leak at work. We called the fire department, who advised us to evacuate the building. We called our manager to let her know, and her response was, "Oh, don't do that. My boss would rather let us die of carbon monoxide exposure than lose out on 3 hours of work. Fuck my life." Okay, hold up. Your manager can't do shit. If you called emergency services and they told you to evacuate, your manager should not be able to do shit. That's completely fucked. Today my car was broken into. On the same night, I stayed up late researching how to install my new car alarm. Fuck my life. Yeah, your life sucks. Sorry. That sucks though. Really does. I would hate to have to have a car broken into of mine. That would suck so bad. Today I rushed onto the metro to get to work. I found there were no seats left and asked a perfectly healthy guy to let me sit in the handicap spot. He refused to because being tired was a handicap characteristic. I have one leg. Fuck my life. Okay, your life sucks on multiple levels. Fucking F's in the chat for you. Big ol' fucking F's. Today was my first day at my new job at a nursing home. Not only were we short staffed, 2 residents passed away and I got beaten up by an old man. Fuck my life. Okay. Isn't that kind of like a hazard of the job though? I don't see, unless you're not like, really not in the fucking best shape ever, like you're fucking really fucking bad shape. I don't see how you can get beaten up by an old man. You could just walk away and normally they wouldn't be able to catch you. But okay. Next post. Today my 5-year-old son asked me to explain how he was born. After I told him I had a C-section, he went to school and told everyone he was born at sea. I found out when the teacher called me. Fuck my life. That's not a fuck my life. That's funny. Come on. He's 5 years old. You can't fault him for that. That's funny as fuck. Today I decided to turn my life around and start exercising more. I didn't even make it out the door before I tripped and fractured my ankle. Fuck my life. Yeah, I agree. Your life sucks. that you got some bad luck, dude. Global stinking. Today my boyfriend told me he thinks brushing his teeth and doing anything basically hygienic is unnecessary because we're all going to die out around about 2050 anyway. First of all, bullshit. I'm just gonna say that flat out. That's bullshit. There's no way that anybody could possibly know that for sure. Today, I answered the door to 2 Mormon girls from America. I live in the UK and am not religious at all, but I was too polite to slam the door and ended up letting them in. An hour later, and a copy of the Book of Mormon and my pathway to baptism, and I think I'm now a Mormon. Fuck my life. I agree. Your life sucks. Actually, that's mean. I mean, they're just trying to do what they feel is right. I can't fault them for that. Today was my birthday. My friends love to play pranks on me, so when I entered the door for my surprise party, I became aware of the surroundings. There was nothing. Everyone was staring as I slowly entered the room. When I closed the door behind me, a fucking bucket of piss fell. Okay. Yeah, I did change those words. Okay. I had to change the freaking and pee because it sounded weird. Or it looked weird. Especially on a site called fuckmylife.com. Today I woke up to find a parking ticket on my car. My car was in the driveway, and the cop who wrote it is my ex-boyfriend. This is the third time. By never dating a cop again. Nice. Okay. By my head hurts. Today I got a concussion. It was when an entire shelf of bicycle helmets tumbled onto my skull. Fuck my life. Okay, yeah, your life sucks. That's ironic. Today my mother gave my daughter a behavior chart. I noticed that drinking beer was at the top of one of the columns. It's a chart for my daughter to use on me so my mother can judge my parenting skills. I am currently losing a sticker right now for being on the computer. Fuck my life. Your mother sucks ass then. That's a bitch thing to do. How somebody raises their own kids is their business. It's not the business of your parents. It's not the business of any of your relatives. It's your business. Today, one of my coworkers tried to convince me to be a model for his foot fetish parties. I We'll get back to that in a minute. I politely declined just as I had the day before and the day before that. This will probably continue every day since our schedules are nearly identical. Fuck my life. Oh, this person said more. No, he hasn't seen my feet. I found out that he's actually asked every person in the store because he hosts private foot fetish parties for clients. Part of me actually pities the man because he's just trying to make extra money, but I would never ever consider being part of those parties. I have one thing to say to this. Actually, I have several things that I would like to say to this, but I'm not going to. I will refrain. But that literally gave me fucking chills, shivers. Just ugh, it literally makes me want to fucking vomit. I cannot stand feet. I do not do well with feet. It's just not my thing. If I didn't have to touch my feet to wash them, I wouldn't. Literally. That's how bad I fucking hate feet. So basically, like, if there were a way for me to be able to, like, chop my feet off and still be able to walk around, or have my feet surgically removed and still be able to walk just fine, I would do that all day long. I don't get it. I mean, you do what you do in private. You wanna, like, fucking, what? I don't know. What do foot fetish people do? They, like, fucking nibble on toes? Ooh. That's actually gonna make me sick. Let's move on now, shall we? Today I passed my math test with flying colors. My dad had thought I had cheated, so he emailed the school and told them that I had. They lowered my grade. Fuck my life. Okay, seriously? Your dad is a dick, first of all. That's I don't think that's true. 90% of these are probably not true at all. Today, at my job of 2 months, I'd taken it upon myself to water the plants around the office every day since they all looked a little sad. My boss then asked why so many of the fake plants were getting moldy. My coworkers had watched me water plastic plants for 2 months and nobody bothered to tell me. Fuck my life. Well, your life doesn't suck. You just have shitty coworkers. Today my anxiety has been so bad. I've had a vivid dreams of my boyfriend of 6 months cheating on me. This is not the first time these dreams have happened, and I know for a fact he is not cheating. My anxiety is gonna turn me into the crazy girlfriend from hell. Fuck my life. Okay, well, with that being said there, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this video here. This is, if you want to see more of this, please let me know in the comments, and I would be happy to do some of these videos with friends. I have a couple of friends that I know would be more than willing to fucking look at some of these posts with me and fucking comment on it in their own way. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Draco Malfoy 394 signing off. Adios.